Welcome to Retro Reset Video Games and Collectibles, located at Crossroads Mall in Mount Hope, West Virginia. We have thousands of video games, consoles, and accessories, as well as a wide variety of affordable and high-end collectibles, including cards, comics, Hot Wheels, Funko Pops, and vintage toys, all ready for you to buy, sell, or trade. We also host celebrity meet and greets and vendor shows, as well as private parties. So visit Retro Reset today at Crossroads Mall or online at retroent.tv.
First of all, I'd like to say to you gentlemen, first of all, to those of you who do not know, Mr. Adorable, Danny Ray! And he has a PhD in professional wrestling. He is the good Dr. Roger Hare. And he tells me he's the baby of the group. The most dangerous man on the planet! Dangerous Dave Scott! First of all, you never get to say much, so I wanted to kind of come to you for a few words of wisdom. Dr. Roger Hare.
Well, we're very humble. There is no wrestling without wrestling fans. But God, I got wondering, what took y'all so long?
A man that I haven't seen in a while now. Happy New Year, sir. Adorable Danny Ray, certainly the man who's trained a lot of folks that we watch on television. We watch all around the area. You know, you've been in and out of the ring quite a bit over the last several years. A young man performs here in PWL. One Corey Sparks, who you discovered. We just want to thank you for everything, Dave.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you, folks. It's an honor to be here and an honor to be honored by you guys, Jason. I've not saw you in 10 years, but to get the call and you remember the people that was there for you. All the good wrestlers, good wrestling everywhere. And Beckley's a hotbed. Just YouTube, get Facebook, find some good wrestling and support it. And you talk about good wrestling, I might get fired up a little bit here today. Roger, I may talk about the good old days in a place called Oak Hill, West Virginia, right down the road. Now, some of y'all ain't old enough, but there was a little armory down there every Tuesday night. Can you remember? Every Tuesday night, and the matches started, Leonard, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, right? But as soon as school let out, they was lining up around the street to get in that armory. We was doing 300 and 400 people on Tuesday nights. That was the last of the Mohegans, I thought, until I'm flipping through Facebook and I see Retro Rasslin. And I saw the camera angle and I'm looking and I see all these faces and I'm like, the only wrestling in Beckley, it's y'all's wrestling. Trust me, I talk to them guys back there, they're here because they got a dream and they love it, and they're here for you. And if it wasn't for you people, they'd still do it, but it wouldn't be the same. Trust me, I know. So, and I'm looking at this and the familiar faces and the new faces, and I get that little vibe of back in that old armory. I'll start dancing like Roger in a minute. I'll start acting a fool like Rick Manson. I don't think I want to be like Joey Morton. How can you even copy that? But bless you, Joey's got some things in mind. We've just been talking. The syndicate, well, we're still around, Jason. We'll let you know when something happens. But I'm going on too long, I always do, but when I see y'all Rasslin fans, and I'm in Beckley, West Virginia, I get a bit fired up. When I know there's going to be some Rasslin tonight in Beckley, I was like, I don't know, and I get anxiety attacks, and they got me on a heart patch, checking me out and everything, and I was like, you know what? I got that old car, and it just boom, 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 boom. I was like, I'm having an anxiety attack, I ain't going to make it. I said, damn right I'm going to make it, Jason. I'll get out and I'll walk to Beckley, to Retro Wrestling. And we're here tonight. You got all these guys in the back. You got Jeff. You got Jason. You got Matt back there. You got Paparazzi and all these guys. I can't name them all, but you know them. Make them welcome. This is y'all. Like you said, well, this is y'all's wrestling. Make it yours. And in 20 years, you're going to have the memories like we do of Oak Hill. And ain't nothing going to be like it. And we thank you all. I really appreciate you. And I love you. And we all love you. And let's just get fired up. If these guys are good, bad, or indifferent, support them. Because they're here for you. Be here for them. Thank y'all so much.
Phone's been ringing. I've been answering emails left and right, and I've told all y'all I can't speak for him. You know, of course, we showcase his son here every week. He's an up-and-comer, David J. Scott.
How do you follow a lecture by any rate? How do you do that? So 15 years I did this. Day in, day out, week in, week out. Have the honor of working with people like Joey Morton, working with people like Danny Ray, Roger Hand, Coy, Rip Manson, all of these guys who come out every night, just like those guys back there, beat themselves to death, end up having bad backs, bad knees, joints, shoulders. They do it for one very simple thing. You have to come out, and you got to either cheer or boo, whatever you want to do, because you pay your money to do that. Now, I never really got cheered, so to speak, but that was okay, because I truly enjoy coming out and doing it for you guys. Some of you guys are probably a lot younger to know who we are, and we're all over YouTube, so go check it out. Nobody asked you, Faye. It's got to be, no, you. There she. No, you're not. But this is what's important, guys. When you go to a wrestling show, you have to connect. You have to connect to the wrestler. You have to connect to the guys coming out. If you don't do that, if they don't make you do that, find somewhere else. It's that simple. So after 15 years of having friendships that have really, guys, I can't tell you how many times we've been up and down the road together, how many jokes. We were in the back, I could never left. So Joe Morton's not here, unfortunately. Shotgun Sloan is not here, unfortunately. They both wish they could have been. They sent sincere apologies for not being here. And I'm sure you've seen the promos on Facebook with my $1,000 suit and my $750,000 home and all of this. But I will tell you this. I didn't bring any gear, because if I did, I'd be divorced and half that stuff would be gone. Too old these days. So anyway, so thank you guys very much for the award. Thanks PWL. We really appreciate Retro Wrestling. We really appreciate things. We even appreciate the trash talk that's happened over the past couple of weeks. You know, that's kind of something that we enjoy. So thank you guys for that. We really appreciate it. And I'm not saying when we'll get back in the ring, but Danny Ray has gear in the back. Thank you, guys.
There's one thing we forgot to talk about, Dave. Let's talk about your son.
All right. Jason Schaefer and the fine folks here at Retro Reset Rasslin pulling the wool, if you will, over Dave Scott's eyes. Getting one by that guy, it's a little bit tricky. But Dave Scott's son... Hold on a second. Well, I don't believe this is what we were expecting. Well, fans, you probably have an idea of where this one is going, and so does Dave Scott. I thought we were going to get a moment where the next generation and the old guard meet in the ring, and we are still getting that. However, instead of the son of newly inducted Hall of Fame member Dangerous Dave Scott, instead of him meeting his son out here, it is Jeff Paul, the PWL heavyweight champion, coming out here. And Jason Schaefer was talking to him earlier. I had the privilege of being nearby, and I heard Jeff Paul say himself, I don't understand why I'm sharing a poster, why I'm sharing time with a bunch of old guys. But I question the intelligence of coming out here with all three of those men already in the ring. Jeff Paul doesn't have backup. His little brother isn't here this week.
I believe I lost. I was told I was coming to the mall, but it looks like I'm at a senior citizen center. So you're honoring these people, but my question is why? Why do they get honored, but the greatest champion to ever walk through this stuff gets nothing?
Well, no love lost.
You women are at the Target fighting over your coffee mugs. I'm in the gym. We know you don't drink anything but Coca-Cola. Sit down. As I was saying, this ceremony is officially over. I will give you all 1 minute to get out of my ring, and it starts now.
Well, as much as I like Jeff Paul, I do not believe that this is going to go that way. And Mr. Scott with the microphone now.
Whoa, don't go anywhere quite yet. Hey, Mr. King and Beckler, you know what made us so good? You know why we were so good? Because we didn't have to do that. We didn't have to come out and yell. We didn't have to come out and scream, talk about how great we were. Hey, Mr. King of Beckley, I'm talking to you. Pay attention here. We didn't have to yell and scream about how good we were. You know why? Because we earned it every night. When we came out that curtain, these people knew how good we were. We didn't have to yell and scream. We didn't have to yell about how great we were. But I will tell you, if you want to get in the ring, I'm not going to hurt you, I promise. I've got some words, but I can't say them on TV. So before you step, hey, punk, here. Before you come out running your mouth to me or to us, you better make damn sure there's not a second generation in the Williams.
Well, fans, this time, the music we expected has been cued. This time, second-generation superstar, the amazing Matthew Scott, has made his way out here. And before, it was going to be a joyous occasion as you see Aaron West come out and flank him. And a hug between those two showing his support for the amazing Matthew Scott. But as I was saying before, he was coming out here for a joyous occasion to share a moment with his father who was being shown respect. But Jeff Paul came out here, inserted himself into the situation, and he has made it personal. And I would suspect, with the elements in place right now, that a gauntlet is getting ready to be laid down for Jeff Paul, and it remains to be seen whether or not the PWL heavyweight champion will stick around to face the music. And you know Jason Schaefer, as we watch the referee get these men into the corners, he's getting ready to ring the bell here. We're underway. It's appropriate that you said both men are coming in hot because you couldn't be more right. The last time he was out here, Matthew Scott got a win over a former NWA national champion. The last 2 times. Excuse me, you're right. 3-time NWA national champion. Jeff Paul has had 2 successful title defenses, one in a last man standing contest against Cyclops, the other against Eric Darkstorm, finally garnering his first win over the latter. And today, these 2 guys with so much momentum in an unscheduled match. Who has the advantage?
I don't know, but Matthew Scott slapped the taste there on Jeff Paul. Jeff Paul, I think, trying to control the pacing of this situation as he knows the depth of potentially be stacked in his favor. As standing here ringside, just out of the view of the camera, we have this second Andrew State Scott, a terrible January, and the Dr. Roger Van great drop kick delivered with such finesse by Matthew Scott.
Well, Matthew Scott, he's awake right now. He just jumped the line a couple weeks ago, making his debut on our show. Really, one of his first appearances in wrestling, to my knowledge, period.
Very few matches, and man, he's made quite an impact. Speaking of impact,
I mean, this kid is a rookie. He's young to the sport. While he has had some incredible wins, including the one we already talked about, he's very much an unproven commodity. It takes some guys years to compete for a championship like the PWL heavyweight title. And he's got a very rare, very gifted opportunity this morning. Excuse me, this evening. Well, that would be unfortunate. Those things are veneer. Well, Jason Schaefer, I hate to say it, but it might be distracting. This is a great opportunity, but he just got caught with a thumb to the eye, and coming from Jeff Paul, that's something you should have scouted, but out of the corner of my eye, I think he was looking towards his father.
you know, I don't ever talk bad about Jeff Paul's wrestling prowess. I don't ever talk bad about Jeff Paul's ring presence.
Why would you?
The one thing I do talk bad about is his moral fiber and his ability to be a good speaker.
Well, you can say what you will. Opinions are what they are. However, Jeff Paul has never shied away from a spotlight, and Jeff Paul has always coveted the spotlight, and that's worked out very well for him career-wise. As you see him taking it to Matthew Scott. Matthew Scott, he's sandwiched between that turnbuckle and that big foot of Jeff Paul, just forcing him throat and larynx first across that turnbuckle. And fans, again, if you forget, there's a steel bolt behind that turnbuckle, but Jeff Paul just ran into it.
His belly button suplex delivered beautifully by Matthew Scott. It looks like he's going to try to get him up for a second.
Well, Matthew Scott holding on for all he's worth, going for the trifecta. Jeff Paul, he recognizes the trouble. He grabs a hold of the ropes. A good stomp to the foot, and that's going to break it up. It takes so little to stop momentum when you know exactly what you need to do. And Jeff Paul really feeling himself right now, and, well, Matthew Scott feeling the pain as a result. Well, I mean, he told it to you himself. He doesn't feel like his spotlight's meant for sharing. He doesn't feel like his posters are meant to be shared with anyone, let alone a bunch of old guys who aren't contributing. And the king of Beckley, Bradley, Raleigh County, and the local sheets looking very good at the moment.
Look at that, getting the extra leverage from that rope, driving the air out of his competitor.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I feel a little bit sorry for Matt Scott right now.
you think Jeff Paul can get us free schmiskets?
Quite possibly.
He's the king. Hook of the leg. Really slow count there. Really slow. Well, you see that? I think he may just have rotator cuff problems. I saw him grab his arm there. Also worthy to note, he may be making very sure Matthew Scott's shoulders are flush on that mat. This is a situation you really don't want somebody's chance at a heavyweight title to go away because you didn't catch everything the way it's supposed to be. He kind of just shoved him down there. And again, stepping on the throat of Matthew Scott. And you know, someone watching this casually looking up and down, they might think that the neck's being targeted, but it's a lot more personal. It's literally the throat. He's trying to prevent Matthew Scott's ability to breathe, maybe cause long-term damage. And you gotta think this is to send a message to Dave Scott, because Dave Scott knows better than anyone when you target those soft parts of the body, what it does to a man. He knows the trouble situation his son is in. He's done this all before. Jeff Paul nearly had it there. Jeff Paul with some really vicious chops. They're not known for ending a match, but they are known for bringing the pain. And you can see it's working by the look on Matthew's face. Well, a desperation turnaround, and Matthew Scott is coming alive right now, and he is peppering Jeff Paul. He's got a hold of the arm, and he is fighting. He's sending him out of the corner. Jeff Paul reversal, though. Going back to the other corner, going run in, catches a big boot to the teeth, and that sends Jeff Paul down. And Matthew Scott with an incredible opportunity. He's on the middle rope, comes off, gets caught on a crossbody attempt. And Jeff Paul focused throughout. From the backbreaker to a pinfall with a hook of the leg, and now lying in wait. He could cut him in half here. Big time. I'd have to agree. Hook of the leg, too. He kicked out. Are you kidding me? Matthew Scott, the amazing Matthew Scott. It finally makes sense. Last week, he amazed us when he beat Damian Wayne. This week, he amazed me when he kicked out of that. I have never seen someone kick out of Jeff Paul's spear. And Matthew Scott has a hook, hold of the tights, pulls him back, German suplex. He's got a bridge. It's not pretty, but he still got him down. He's still holding on. And the amazing one going after Jeff Paul like a pit bull right now. And Jeff Paul going back to his old bag of tricks, and that one's going to work every time. Has to be over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jeff Paul.
And Jeff Paul, he had to fight for every single inch of that victory. Every single count of that 3, every second, that did not come easily. He created a problem situation for himself, and it nearly cost him. But still, your PWL heavyweight champion, Jeff Paul. You don't have to tell me I agree. You are the greatest champion of all time. Yeah, say it.
If you want a real cool website, I'll tell you what to do. Call them cats at Cucumber and they'll build a site for you. Our people are so friendly and our updates are the fastest. All it's gonna cost $100 plus taxes.
These cats build, host, and update for just $100 a month.
Oh yeah!
Find out how at 304-250-0123 or at cucumberandcompany.com.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. We have some exciting women's action for you. Currently making her way to the ring, representing Fighters Club, Clara Carter. And you see, flanked next to her in the corset, also a member of Fighters Club, Seth. And of course, that big guy next to him, J.A.C. And Carter, she is a hot ticket to watch in wrestling. She will move people into seats. She is a champion of AIWF, the women's champion. And today she's going to have her hands full because today she has a very capable opponent who's going to come out to meet her and won the Golden One, Cassandra Golden. Claire has been featured in the mainstream, of course, in the NWA. Her opponent, Cassandra Golden, has been featured on AEW programming. Both women, stars on the scene, on the cusp of superstardom. And Cassandra Golden coming out to a very warm reception from our local fans. Having competed here before, she has won them over with her incredible in-ring ability. But as I said with Miss Golden having her hands full, or excuse me, Miss Carter having her hands full, Miss Golden also quite the tall task ahead of her today. And we want to thank you all for watching here at the 9 o'clock hour on the New River Network. As we wait on the ring introductions by Jason Schaefer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 25-minute time limit. Introducing to you first, she is the current reigning AIW.
Introducing first, she is the reigning, defending AIWF World Women's Champion. She comes to you from the Queen City by way of Brazil. She is the Queen City Killer. Ladies and gentlemen, Clara Carter.
Well,
And making a return to Retro Reset Wrestling from Atlanta, Georgia. Put your hands together for the Golden One, Cassandra Golden.
as you see the referee hold aloft that AIWF Women's Championship, you know that Cassandra Golden would love to bring that home, Jason.
You're absolutely right. You know what, Stephen? I was so glad that I took your advice and didn't wear what I originally planned on wearing. It would have been embarrassing to be in the ring dressed exactly like that child right there.
You have some surprising items in your wardrobe.
You know what's surprising? The fact that Cassandra Golden hasn't put gold around her waist yet here. Retro Reset Wrestling.
Well, to be fair, this is only her second appearance here, and I do believe at any given moment she is on track to be wearing championship gold. She is more than capable. You can see it a mile away.
Just a fantastic competitor. I get excited every time I see her on the paperwork that she's on the count to come out again and back.
Nice takedown with a side headlock. Cassandra's going to want to hold on to Carter. Of course, coming from Fighters Club, and that's not just colorful wording to get your attention. She is a fighter, thoroughbred through and through.
She competes on every place and has been in 7 different promotions and has a lot of accolades under her belt.
Cassandra Golden, great show of force, pushing Carter down, comes off the ropes. Carter tries a hip toss. Golden ducks it though, nails a hip toss of her own. Very textbook.
She's a textbook technician, and she's also got a lot of strength. I love the way she exhibits that strength and power every time she steps through those ropes.
Golden, nice side slam. double hook of the legs. You can see how seriously she takes wrestling with the way that she pins her opponents. We saw before when she was pinning another wrestler, grabbing hold of both legs and running at them. She is focused on the leverage advantage. Unfortunately for Cassandra Golden, I mean, it's really unfair. You gotta kind of acknowledge it. There are two other people out there, and for all of Cassandra Golden's focus, that is hard to surmount. I mean, Jason, you couldn't even get through your ring introduction without kind of being assaulted out there, bro. Hey, from my heart, from me to you, next time give him the Okerlund. He tries to take that from you, sucker punch him. Love and respect to you, Gene. We miss you. He was the king of us all. Oh, I'd say you're right. That's obvious a mile away. You don't see Clara smile very often, but when she is, it's at somebody else's expense. Nice jawbreaker. And that woke Clara up. Clara walking right into a big old clothesline. Cassandra taking her to task. Got her lined up, goes behind her, catches her with a full Nelson. From this position, she can do a lot of things. Turns her around, got her in a front face lock, picks her up. Nice score buster. But look over at the ring apron. Seth right up on there, JAC right on there. And again, as good as Miss Golden is, no one can focus on three humans at once. Nice duck at the title belt, nails the big boot, square in the center of the ring. This is a big opportunity. The referee, though, is he calling it? Is he calling it? Are you kidding? He's calling it. He is calling it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner as a result of a disqualification, Clara Carter.
Huge upset. That referee needs to borrow my glasses.
And we are getting ready to see some exciting action. Jason Schaefer, welcome back to commentary.
I can't think of. Wow, Jack Sharp.
Well, Jack Sharp looking to have words with the cameraman in that costume. Paparazzi, you know, he's a guy that knows about cameras. He also knows if you look at one, somebody can sneak up on you.
And making his return, he gets across the club.
Okay. And you know, I'm kind of surprised to see really what you would think would require time together. Incredible tandem offense from Gen Z and Paparazzi, but now a rivalry coming between the two of them. And Jack Sharp falling between the two of them, I suppose. Really thought he was going to have things come out his way there.
Jack Sharp doing an incredible amount of damage to himself, potentially taking himself out of this match there.
Yeah, I can't believe he missed that, really. Like, it was surprising, but given the amount of space between his competitors, I suppose a blind man could have seen that.
These two gentlemen really hands off here, and Jack Sharp having no part of it, so we're not here to dance, we're here to fight.
Well, he used Paparazzi like a battering ram and clubbing forearms both to the back, and then a shot between the eyes of Paparazzi. He's got the big fellow rocked. Gen Z lying across the ring, making his way to his feet, but the Carolina Devil looking really good at the moment. Carolina Devil comes flying in at him. Nice avalanche splash in the corner. One more to boot.
In stereo, if you will. And the third. Jack Sharp taking some of this match now as Gen Z attempting to get back into it. Oh, and he delivers the numbers. We're on the break for the fist as close for all day long. Paparazzi back on the offensive, chopping that little tree down as he makes the cover. Jack Sharp makes the save.
Jack Sharp, you know, it's strange that either one of those guys would lose focus on him. As far as I'm concerned, the Carolina Devil is the odds-on favorite to win this contest. Paparazzi, though, he's a big boy. Don't go to sleep on him. Both those guys are big boys. Carolina...
There's a lot of beef in that ring there.
Really is. Carolina Devil giving up a lot of size to both his competitors, and things are not looking good. Look away, Mr. Sharp. Look away. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, that's not a tunnel to heaven. Oh, my goodness. Well, the Carolina Devil, I have to think he was kind of mad right there because that boot... he took Paparazzi's face off. It's unfortunate Gen Z was right there to meet him. Gen Z, though, great opportunity.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Beautiful. He looks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, I thought that was going to be the end of it again. Jack Sharp on the offensive.
He's got him hooked, rolls the dice, and he goes for the cover. The Devil stole the victory. How do you like that?
Your winner, Jack Sharp.
And Jack Sharp, the Carolina Devil, with a major victory today.
And he is the two-time 304 champion. Put your hands together from Pineville, West Virginia. He's undeniable.
And Mickey Fulp Sizing up that championship before the bell even rings, resting away from the referee's hands for a moment. And Mickey Fulp feeling very full of himself. You saw it in his eyes, the confidence when he stole the title away from the referee to hold it up in the air. But it's one thing to hold the title. It's another thing entirely to win it away from Aaron West.
Yeah, you got that right. Look at that nice collar and elbow lock up. As Aaron West goes to work with that wrist lock, he's working that arm with an old school Rasslin in retro reset. Rasslin, it's a Stephen Hess.
And Aaron West going right back to a arm bar and a wrist lock. Mickey Fulp, though, a little bit tired of that game, made his way over to the ropes. Can't fault him for that.
One thing I'm going to tell you is I am a huge fan of these guys. Been watching them for years, seen them compete in several different promotions, and we're about to see a real wrestling match here tonight.
No disagreement on that one. Mickey Fulp making good use of a rear waist lock. Reversed, though, by Aaron West. Great leverage with his hand underneath the elbow to lift up on it. Transitions seamlessly to that side headlock and brings him on down.
Both men trying to drop for the upper hand, and Mickey felt able to get to the rope.
I think Mickey's just trying to survive right now. Aaron West seems to have the mat wrestling game. That seems to be a check mark in his column. And again, you're not wrong. That's two for you, Schaefer. Not that I'm keeping count. I have three, though.
Always. You've always got the upper hand, no matter what the situation is.
I stand on a shoebox to do that. I'm pretty short. Back to the action in the ring. Aaron West, good control of that wrist. He's got Mickey Fulp turned around, sends him into the ropes. Great wrestling. Aaron West staying on top of him. It would be hard not to be dazed when a guy's running at you with the muscle mass and the speed of Aaron West, and he's hitting you over and over again as Aaron West nearly cinches this one up there. And you know, I know people want to be dismissive when they see a guy roll to the outside, but when it's your best option, it's your best option. It doesn't matter if it's exciting. It doesn't matter if a fan calls you a coward. It's stupid to stay in there with a guy who's kicking your butt. And Aaron West, he knows how good he's had it. He's going right after him. And on the outside there, chopping him down and just falling onto the floor on the outside there, that's going to take a lot out of you.
Yeah, he took the action right about 5 feet from us.
Here we go again. Punks and Beckley. Oh, and the Seniors Club is out today. Well, who gave her a discount to get in? Should be revoked.
What did you call it, Stephen?
You heard what I called it, and let me call it what it is. That was bullcrap. We need to stop that from happening. This is Beckley, West Virginia, with some of the trashiest people I've ever seen. And for the love of God, how is it not a DQ? Well, that's a well-deserved receipt. He brought the fans into play. He brought other people into a wrestling match, into a one-on-one wrestling match. I know we allow a lot of latitude, but that is insanity. There are rules. Oh, okay. The referee is counting for this. So raking a man's eyes across the rope, that's against the rules. But getting a fan in the front row, 2 fans, 3 fans, to chop him across the chest, that's legit. Where is the rule book? Well, Mickey Fulp doing everything he can to get the victory today, despite the deck being stacked against him by that crooked referee and our crooked local fans and their dishonest children and their arrogant, thieving elderly mothers. Someone take her back to the home. I highly doubt it. Yeah. Aaron West trying to mount a comeback, but Mickey Fulp, he's right on top of him, focusing through everything. And, you know, I think that is a valid point, and that's hard for you to tell fans, but Mickey Fulp, he is incredibly strong. As you said, West with that frame, but Mickey Fulp doing a great job of keeping him grounded, and if he was weak, he wouldn't be able to do that. And Aaron West, he's got to be seen as well as you right now. Well, Aaron West, he might not be able to see so well right now, but you can bet your bottom dollar he can feel those chops from Mickey Fulp, and he can feel that pressure on his arm. And Fulp, he's been focusing on those trapezius muscles, that upper shoulder region there, and that's a good idea. Take that arm away from Aaron West, that right arm, which I assume is his dominant arm. That's going to seriously hinder that power game. Good pull out into a sit-down power bomb. Hook to the leg by Fulp. Well, unfortunately, Fulp, not enough power behind that, but a very innovative maneuver, and it certainly did some damage. And now going for the Iron Claw. And for you movie buffs out there right now, I bet you are loving this one. And Fulp just laying into him. But Aaron West recognizes the trouble he's in, uses the arm that's still good, gets caught with the backstabber. And you know, for all this, the fans would call it goofy antics, all the mouthing off before the match, that guy stays focused. Always hooks the leg, always stays on top of the opponent. Ducked by Aaron West, though, catches him in a belly-to-belly suplex, plants him firm in the center of the ring, but in no position for the follow-up. I don't want to look. Somebody blur them. What farm did they get those sweat hogs from? I see 5 months worth of bacon. West really laying it in there. And he's got to, whatever he has left in that tank, he needs to go ahead and pull it out. Fulp should probably stop inviting him, though. That was a heck of a stiff shot. And Aaron West, now he's got the momentum going his way, perhaps asking him to hit him in the face. Not a great idea for Mr. Fulp, but a reversal on the Irish whip sends West into the corner. Fulp runs into that big boot, though. No, and that exploder suplex so suited to his frame as you see him hoist him up in a fireman's carry position. A lot of things he can do from here. He pancakes him out of it. And you can see Aaron West is fired up right now. Jason Schaefer, do you see what I see? Uh-oh. This is not a good situation. Why are they out here? As far as I know, they don't really interact with either of these men. Well, I have no idea what to make of this, but if Dangerous Dave Scott has decided to come out and take you. Well, no one can stop him if he wants to do it, but Matthew Scott, maybe. Maybe Matthew Scott, his son, voice of reason. And he seems to have cooled off Dangerous Dave Scott. And adorable Danny Ray finally.
We've taken this kid in the last 6 months and talked to him and helped him, and my reputation as a trainer, and then this guy here. Oh, listen, I make him better than Dave. I think the apple don't fall far from the tree, does it, Jason? Kind of wonders why the syndicate's back in town. And from Shotgun Sullivan and Joey Morton, stay tuned, there's more to come.
Well,
West Virginia.
I have no words here, bro. I have no words. Hopefully we'll learn more about this next week. I hope. In the future.
And what a way to end it. Fantastic show.